What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. It's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my Eagles and Panthers predictions video. Um, as you can see, I just got home from work. I had an opportunity to do this earlier, but I procrastinated and did not do it. But it's all good. I'm here and I'm doing it now, and that's all that matters, right? So first off, I want to apologize. The last time you saw me, I was very negative, you know, because the Cowboys had just beaten the Jaguars and they routed them 40-7, and I was already upset earlier in the day that Cam Newton failed to beat the Washington Redskins. So we were hoping for some help. We didn't get it. Didn't get it. And it said that if we were going to win this division, we're going to have to do it ourselves. Now, we put ourselves in this position in the first place by not playing our best football, and that's on offense and on defense. And it's our fault we're in this position now. But at the same time, it's like, can you help a brother out, please? Like, this division is so weird. Like, one week we all look like losers, and the next week we look like the best teams in football. Like, that's the NFC East for you. So I want to apologize for that. You know, some people in the comment section were like, bro, what's up, man? You need to calm down. It's all good, bro. It's all good. So I want to apologize for that. This game against the Carolina Panthers, when we faced them last year, this was the team that we needed to beat to prove that we were for real. We were both 4-1 at the time. It was a Thursday night game, short week, and we had to go to Carolina. But this time they're coming to us. They're coming to Philly. So automatically you know that the Eagles, especially on defense, play much better at home than they do on the road. This team in general offensively plays better, you know. So hopefully this team is starting to get back on track. A lot of people were trying to say, oh, we're back. And I was one of them. Actually, not even a lot of people. I'm actually good. A lot of people say we're not back. A lot of YouTubers I checked out said the Eagles are not back yet. And I'm obviously one of them. I've said, no, we're not back. I need to see them consistently win. I need to see them build on this. Last year, when we beat the Giants with a 61-yard field goal, we won 9 straight. Or that started our 9-game win streak. So I'm hoping that the Giants have the same effect on us, and I don't know if we're going to win 9 straight, but if we get a winning streak going, I would appreciate it. And part of that win streak was against the Panthers, where, again, as I said earlier, beating them proved that we were part of the elite team and we were something special. Because if you remember, we won that game 28-23. I watched the highlights today because I wanted to see what we did, and I wanted to see if we can replicate that. So basically the key to beating the Carolina Panthers, number one, stop the run, because they want to run the ball. They want to be a balanced team. So that's number one, stop the run. If you remember last year, we held them to like -3 yards or something like that, or 8 yards rushing or something like that. I think Christian McCaffrey had the most yards rushing for a running back, but most of the yards came from Cam Newton, what comes into my second point. Number two is keep Cam Newton in the pocket. Don't allow him to escape, because as I said, he had 70 yards last year. We need to hit Cam Newton legally, I guess. Beat him down, get in his head early, and which is why it's all the more important, all the way reason why I'm happy we're at home. Not to say that I wouldn't have confidence in them if they were in Carolina, because obviously they proved it last year, but it's a new year. But the fact that we're at home, it should, help them more, energize the crowd more, right? So, get to Cam. So stop the run. Get to Cam Newton. And what's the third thing? I think it was really the only two things. And then if you want to say third thing, is just play your best ball. Just keep them one-dimensional. If you do that, you get in Cam's head early, you mess up their whole game. And I believe that we have this team, we have what it takes to win, and we have what it starts to take to start building some momentum. So I think that by the time we go, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. So we do those things. It should be, and the Eagles on offense start clicking, which they look like they do more and more. Obviously, Carson Wentz looks better and better, each and every week. And statistically, he is having a better first 4 games this year than he had last year. I think last year, at this time, in his first 4 games, he had like 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. This year, he has 8 touchdowns and 1 interception. So obviously, and he was completing like 60% of his passes, and this year he's completing like 68. So as you see, he is better. All we heard all throughout practice, he's getting better. You couldn't tell if he was hurt and all this and that, and he looks great, and so on and so forth. So that's that. I think the Eagles, will they blow them out? No, because Carolina's a good, tough team. I think it'll be a solid win. It'll probably end up being a defensive stand at the end, as it normally is. But I'm going with the Eagles beating the Panthers 28-20. I think, again, like I said, Carolina's a formidable team. They will push. They will fight back. They will not bend, even though Cam will. But they, like I said, they have a very talented team with Christian McCaffrey, who is very dangerous, as we saw last year and as we saw last week with Saquon Barkley. Even though Christian McCaffrey's not on that level, he's still just as explosive as him. So, we can limit him, and obviously being at home should help. So I think the Eagles win, like I said, 28-20. Very comfortable win. Nothing too difficult. And then hopefully they can start to build upon and start to look like the 2017 of old. So another news, I'm hearing more and more things about this Le'Veon Bell thing. We'll see, man. We'll see. I hear both sides of people's arguments about, why it's good to get him, but at the same time, it won't solve everything. And, see, the NFL this time is all about scoring. It's all about offense. We saw that last year in the Super Bowl, with 41-33 victory, or what was it? Yeah, 41-33. So it's like, if you can score, and then if your defense can do just enough, our defense is capable of doing just enough. It's me worrying about whether or not we can score. And yeah, we scored last week for the first time in the 30s against the Giants, but it's the Giants. Now, if we do this consistently against Carolina, and if we do it next week after that against the Jags in London, then I'm going to start to say, okay. And then obviously the Cowboys have a top 5 defense because they're a defensive team more than offensively. Don't get fooled by what you saw. That's just because the Jaguars just didn't show up and Blake Bortles is garbage. But they're a defensive team. So if you, do it against those teams and then you do it against the Cowboys and they're scoring and they're looking great, then you go, okay. And I understand Le'Veon is looking to get paid, but I mean, it wouldn't be to be at. If he would have given himself a Super Bowl on the way to getting paid, is that such a bad thing? Because him going to the 49ers, how much of a chance do you really got? Because the Rams are in that division, so how much of a chance do you really got to win the Super Bowl? If you go to the Jets, that's in the same division as the Patriots, so how much of a shot do you really have with a second-year quarterback, too, at that point? So how much of a chance do you really have of going to winning a Super Bowl there? And then, you could go with Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man, but again, they ain't got that money like that. Because, I've heard some people say maybe Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And playing with Aaron Rodgers would be great. But the Eagles, they're in a win situation now. And the Rams ain't got nothing. So, you go with the second best team in the NFC. I know what you see from the Saints. And, obviously the Packers are always a threat. But the Eagles, don't be fooled. The Eagles are the top 2 teams. The Eagles and Rams, They're the top two teams in the NFC. The Eagles just need to get their footing and they need to get their bearings. Once they do that, once they start clicking, it's a toss up between the Rams and the Eagles, I think. So that's pretty much about it. That's all I got. I know I'm kind of rambling on a little bit, but that's it. I got the Eagles winning 28-20. Who the Giants got this week? Oh God, I don't even know who the Giants got. Oh, my bad. They have the Falcons, and I think that's a Monday night game. I'd say the Giants win, but they're probably not going to win. Because they got the Falcons. I don't know if it's in Atlanta or not. Oh, man. I'm going to go with the Falcons. And then the Cowboys and Redskins face each other in Washington. We'll see. But, I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. But, Dallas is probably going to win. Because Alex Smith is still Alex Smith. And, if that's the case, man, I just don't see how Washington wins, we'll see, but I have a feeling that Dallas is going to win. So that's my NFC East predictions video for that. And then, so a couple of announcements. So my phone's been acting up a lot, and that's how I do these prediction videos and everything that I do. So if you see me mysteriously just not doing anything on YouTube, then you realize it's because of my phone. Yesterday, my screen just went completely out for a couple of hours, didn't even work. I'm like, yo, what the heck? It's been working normally for the past 24 hours, but I don't trust this phone, so I'm just letting you know now. If you see me mysteriously disappear, that's why. I'll try and use my brother's phones or maybe my mom's phone, but the thing is, they're all very picky, so we'll see. And then lastly, I will be doing my NBA predictions videos this year again. I did not do my predictions video, but that's fine. I will get into everything when I do it. I'm waiting for the teams that I'm going to cover this year mainly, which are the Sixers, which is obviously my team, the Warriors, because I'm a Steph Curry fan, the Lakers, because of LeBron James. I might cover the Rockets. I might cover the Celtics, because I hate the Celtics, bro. Especially Jason Tatum. And I'm going to get into all that, but I'm waiting for the Lakers to play. I saw the Rockets and I didn't see it, but the Pelicans did beat the Rockets, so that's interesting. So I'm going to cover all that. So tomorrow, LeBron and them, but they play at 10:30 though. So expect my NBA review video to come out Friday, and I'll explain all of that in that video. But until then, that is it. I'm rambling on. It's been 13 minutes. I'm so sorry. Eagles 28, Panthers 20. See you next time. Peace out.